What?
clapped.
What happened?
You hardly ever clap.
I had the what?
You clapped at the song. You hardly ever clap. So I'm happy.
Oh,
It's Curt and Jen in the
okay.
morning
I thought something
podcast.
was wrong.
It's Curt
For
and Jen
anyone
in the
who's
morning
just listening and
podcast.
not
Good
watching
morning.
this and witnessing it, I clapped along with the claps. I'm sorry, I'll never do it again.
No, I loved it. It made me so happy.
Curt and Jen in the morning, our pod and video cast. Thank you for being up and listening. And hey, happy day after Thanksgiving, aka Black Friday.
Yes. Are you going to go out and get all the good deals, Curt?
Probably we'll look for. Well, you know what? We'll get to that. We'll get to that in the story coming up here, as to
Okay.
whether I'm going to go out and get some good deals.
I
Okay.
hope that everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, fantastic. Yes, we had just what you'd expect, low key, and we'll get to
Well,
that as well.
yeah. What's coming up?
Well, we have everybody sharing what they're thankful for. We posted that on Wednesday and said, hey, we all know about, you're happy for family and health and stuff. So how about some of the other stuff you're thankful for? We've got a nice little collection of your suggestions for that. And also we have an update on the banana artwork we talked about from Wednesday. We'll just leave it at the banana artwork, and then we'll fill in the blanks here soon.
Well, the really expensive banana artwork.
That's true. It's very expensive.
Turkeys may become harder to get in the future for Thanksgiving, and we want to help you with your Black Friday shopping. So we have some of the hot toys for 2024 and some unique gift ideas for the person who has everything. Plus, it's Fun Fact Friday.
All of the above right there. Shall we get to it, Jen?
Yes.
Okay, getting to it.
I just thought this story was interesting for Black Friday. After weeks of pushing deals, retailers in the United States and some other countries are promising bigger discounts for Black Friday. Because remember, Curt, I've been saying, why do we even need Black Friday? Because they have all these deals like for the whole month, really.
Yep,
But
it's gotten to that point now that Black Friday is not quite the big event that it used to be, but still, it is, like you said, it's like the official kickoff of the holiday shopping season. So that still applies.
Well, and they are saying that there are going to be some retailers that offer big discounts, bigger than we've seen before. And it's an important day for retailers because it's a chance to actually get shoppers in their store to touch and feel the items versus just doing everything online. Plus,
So
it's kind of the barometer for them on what the rest of the holiday buying season is going to look like, what
yeah,
happens today.
and it's tough too because, of course, excuse me, since within recent years we now have what they call Cyber Monday. But even that, I think the people that previously did Cyber Monday are also offering great deals for Black Friday. It's just great deals to be had everywhere. It just depends on whether you want to just shop online or actually go out physically to the stores.
Well, Curt, get this. So far this holiday season, online sales have beaten expectations because the US consumers have spent, I cannot even believe this, $77.4 billion online between November 1st and November 21st, which is almost 10% more than the same period last year.
And I wonder what it's going to be between November 29th and December 29th. I think it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Even more than 77.4 billion. But we'll see, So if you're looking for the better bargains for Black Friday, they consider the 5-day Black Friday weekend all included in this, this deal of what is Black Friday. So you've actually got Black Saturday and Black Sunday and Cyber Monday, I guess, all that stuff.
Well, and don't forget Giving Tuesday. That's not a buying day. That's a giving day. But Giving
That's
Tuesday
true.
is a big one. I just want to
Giving
mention
Tuesday
that.
is coming up as well. So evidently, if you want deep discounts on goods and toys, furnitures, and stuff like that,
That was yesterday.
time to buy it today. Cyber Monday is when they say that's going to be the best time to buy clothing and gadgets like phones and computers online.
And today's the best day to buy a TV.
Right. Electronics, right?
Well,
wait, today is the best day to buy a TV?
Yeah, I think
Black Friday. Okay. I guess, yeah, that was on the list there as well.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, if you're trying to shop and save some money, today's the day to do it. That's really the bottom line. And then Monday.
Didn't mean to cut you off with music. Because we have our Thanksgiving Day recap of what you and I individually did. And we both, we had our own deals with our own families and friends and loved ones. And as you asked a few minutes ago, we actually here at the Cruz household, we hosted Thanksgiving, small get together, just a One, two, there's seven people altogether, of which one was a 2-year-old who was very well behaved.
Nice.
As I said that, you're like, oh no. Yeah,
If they
it
were not
right.
behaved, would you have kicked them out?
No, it
I'm
just
just
would have
wondering.
been difficult to tolerate. And I have to congratulate my lovely wife, and it was a fantastic Thanksgiving, but she did pre-Thanksgiving, she did a breakfast and made a croissant lemon blueberry casserole, and that was phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
Or
What
she
was it?
says
Just like,
croissant lemon blueberry casserole.
how did she make it? Did she use already made croissants?
That's the magic. I don't know how she makes it. I just come downstairs and it's this great thing. It's very tasty.
That was very nice of her. I
Yeah.
made some homemade sourdough bread and then
Mm,
Pat and I headed over to our friend Carrie and Randy's because I can't remember if I told you guys that I told you this where we didn't like my girls were over at their dad's house, his
right.
kids were over at their mom's house, and we could have done
Please continue.
we could have done a second Thanksgiving where everyone comes over after they're done with their first one.
Right.
But that's so much work and then people are full. So we're like, nope, we're just going to do it on Sunday. So we have the whole family coming over this Sunday.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll have about 20 people here.
Right. So you get to enjoy it twice. The
Yeah, and we
double.
got to play games at Carrie's house. It was fun. Anyway, you
All
can
right.
play that music now and talk about the
Well,
bananas.
I'm going to play different music, okay? There. All right. Talking about bananas. Interesting subject. We told you on Wednesday. My day's all messed up, by the way, just because it feels like a weekend, right? Um, there was a art piece that was just basically a banana taped to a wall with duct tape. So just imagine you're going through an art museum and then all of a sudden you see, hey, there's a banana on that wall held up by duct tape. That was the artwork.
It was a plain white wall. I mean, that's all it was. It was a
Yeah.
big plain white wall with a banana duct tape to it. And it was
Well, they
called
named it, the name of the artwork is Comedian. Maybe it's because the joke's on us. I don't know. And here's the bigger joke. A cryptocurrency entrepreneur purchased this artwork, which again, banana and a piece of duct tape on a wall for $6.2 million.
$6.2 million for literally a banana duct tape to a wall. So the
Yeah,
cost of this piece of artwork was, I don't know, $2, five,
35
I guess.
cents. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
But apparently this guy that bought it, Justin Sun is his name. Justin Sun, he is worth $10 billion. So, measly 6.2 million is nothing to this guy. So he told you about that, how he had bought this artwork and he was also going to eat it as part of the deal. And I didn't know this. I'm going to throw this in here. We didn't have this on Wednesday. That the banana has been eaten twice before. First, there was a performance artist in 2019, and again by a South Korean student in 2023. But neither of them paid any money to do so.
Wait a second. Is this like this piece of art has been around since 2019?
And evidently, part of the art, it's a performance art. Like this is here's a performance artist ate the banana. So I'm wondering if the quote unquote artwork is not the entire thing, the banana, the duct tape, and somebody eating it. So this guy buys the banana and he says, I'm going to eat it. And he did so, just so you know. He did so. And it tasted like a banana.
That's money. That's money down the pooper.
So this is all stuff that you already know. The new information we have is that he bought the banana from a New York City fruit vendor with just a street vendor there selling bananas and stuff.
I love this story, by the way, Curt. This part of the story is awesome.
It is a great part of the story. The fruit seller is named Shah Alam. He's 74 years old, works a sidewalk stand on the Upper East Side. He makes $12 an hour, and he sold the piece of fruit that they ended up taping to the wall. So the piece of fruit that became the artwork that sold for 6.2 million was purchased for 35 cents from this Shah Alam,
Who's an
who was a
immigrant
nearly
worker.
blind Bangladeshi immigrant, doesn't speak much English. He had no idea that this banana was being used for the artwork and had sold for that eyeball popping price of 6.2 mil. He found out though, because he was interviewed by a New York Times reporter. He came up and said, hey, by the way, do you know that you sold that banana and it just sold for $6.2 million? He responded, I'm a poor man. His voice breaking. I've never had this kind of money, never seen this kind of money. Can't even imagine that kind of money. He is a widower. Alam pays $500 a month to live in a basement apartment with 5 other men in a section of the Bronx. This really puts things in perspective, by the way, Jen, as I'm reading this, when
Yeah.
you think about how thankful you are for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He works at the same fruit stand on York Avenue and East 72nd Street for 12 hours a day, 4 days a week, no matter the weather, making $12 an hour. That breaks down to $576 a week, which is probably barely enough to cover his, rent.
Well, the rent is $500 a month, but you're right. It's
Oh,
hardly
well,
enough to
okay.
live. I mean, it's
500,
$12
yeah, and
an
he's,
hour.
huh?
It's $12 an hour. It's terrible.
Yeah. So he said about the artwork, whoever bought it, what kind of people are they? Do they not know what a banana is? And yes, they did know what a banana
That's
is.
what we kind of want to know too.
Yeah. But how about this? Justin Sun, the guy that we just talked about that just purchased an eighth banana. He said he's going to pay Mr. Alam for the banana in more ways than the 35 cents he purchased it for. He said, to thank Mr. Shah Alam, I've decided to buy 100,000 bananas from his stand in the Upper East Side, and these bananas will be distributed free worldwide through his stand.
I love
How
that.
about that?
I'm glad that Justin's son decided to do that. I mean, he is worth $1.4 billion after all. So I'm glad that he's kind of paying more forward
Yeah,
after
we'd
that
love to hear that.
ridiculous amount paid for a banana and duct tape.
Still ridiculous. Exactly. All right.
All right, if you're going to Target today and you
Are you
like
going to go to
Taylor
Target today for
Swift,
this reason or for something else?
what?
Are you going to go to Target for the reason we're about to share, or?
No, I'm just saying if you're going to Target and you happen to really love Taylor Swift, you're in luck. Curt, your music this morning.
We're remote today. It's tough to do remotely. All right. So if you haven't, and you're a Swiftie and you haven't already spent your allotted allowance for the year on your Swiftie stuff, your T Swift stuff, there is more stuff that just is dropping tomorrow for you to go out and buy.
Yeah, there is Target exclusive Taylor Swift releases for Black Friday while supplies last. So you better get out today. These include Taylor Swift The Eras Tour Book, which provides an intimate behind the scenes look at the record breaking tour with unseen photos, personal insights from Taylor herself. Additionally, there's the Tortured Poets Department. The anthology album is available in vinyl and
On
CD,
vinyl and CD.
featuring 35 tracks, 4 acoustic bonus songs. These exclusive holiday gifts are available in Target stores now and on the Target app and the website starting now. Oh no, starting tomorrow for the website. Is that right?
Yeah, tomorrow is
Okay.
when it all drops, apparently. But you didn't sound too enthusiastic about that, Jen. What's going on?
I'm not that enthusiastic. I'm not going to buy that.
Okay, well, you don't have to. Some people might want it. It does feel it's hard not to say here's another cash grab. But people don't have to purchase these things. That's my point. It's like, listen,
Yeah, for sure.
put it out there.
If you're a Swiftie collector, you're going to want this stuff. Go get it.
Right. So is that when people are saying, well, Taylor's just being selfish and doesn't she already have enough money?
No, this is part of business. It's fine.
Doesn't seem opportunistic to you?
No. I mean, yes, it is. But why, who wouldn't take advantage? I mean, if this is her 14,000 years of fame,
Mhm.
take full
That she
advantage of
has?
every moment. Yes, do it.
Okay, well, that's something else. That's a unique gift, perhaps, for the Swiftie in your life if you want to go out and get it. All right. This is kind of, well, I hope it's interesting because we're talking about it. Turkeys might be harder to get in the future for Thanksgiving, right?
Why so? I want to know why.
Has nothing to do with inflation or anything. It has to do with the fact that the turkeys are getting smarter, I guess.
What?
Yep. This is from the Royal Society Open Science Journal, so UK, I guess. It says, unless turkey hunters change their behaviors, the seasonal bird, the turkey, may become increasingly difficult to harvest in coming years. And they say it's all thanks to evolution.
I'm listening.
Well, I'm trying to find what I want to play here because I had a couple of things to let me put on my glasses so I can actually see. Now, this is, remember the WKRP in Cincinnati episode where they
Yes.
yeah, the first one they play and here's the line. I'm sorry, here's the line from it, right?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Okay. We know that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but there's another part of it because we're talking here about why the turkeys are going to be harder to harvest. This is because a large number of male turkeys were found in a study to be risk takers, which may lead them to getting killed in greater numbers. Which to me, I think that's strange. How are the turkeys, coming together? And I want to use another line from that WKRP episode, which is this one here.
I really don't know how to describe it. It was like the turkeys mounted a counterattack. It was almost as if they were organized.
They become organized and harder to get. The remaining turkeys, again, now we're saying, so we've got the males that are risk takers. The male turkeys are risk takers, but the remaining turkeys may learn over the generations from their adrenaline junkie kin. In turn, they're becoming much more difficult for hunters to harvest because the turkeys are adapting. Does that seem organized?
Is your story done? I'm here. Is your story done?
Not quite. I'll just the last line. Hunters should be willing to adapt. The turkeys are also adapting. If we continue to harvest individuals that are close to risky areas associated with hunters, turkeys will adjust their behavior and could become harder to detect and harder to harvest. Basically, that's saying that they're going to say, oh, you know what? At least a few times a year, the hunters are in this area. Maybe we should go someplace else. Other turkeys.
So what is the takeaway here?
The takeaway is it may be harder to harvest turkeys in the future because they're smart. They're adapting. And I wonder if that'll be an excuse to say, oh, turkey's more expensive now because we can't get them.
Okay.
You big baby.
Let's talk about who you think is hot. You love Natasha. I'm like, why is this story in here, Curt Cruz?
Like that one?
Because you love Natasha Beddingfield. That's why.
Right. Everybody knows she had a couple of big hits. She had, the rest is still unwritten. That's the one we're going to talk about here. Basically, she came out and said there's a number of takeaways from this, but the big one to me is that song is now 20 years old. Did you know that?
No, but I didn't really need to know that because it makes me feel old.
Well,
20 years old, the Unwritten song?
Yeah.
Crap, man.
Years old. I felt the same way when I read that. It's like, no way. So, but she is going on to say that, it still is fresh to her when she wrote it. Of course, I thought it was a love song or something like that, like dummy. She says, my younger brother was just 14 and I was away writing my album. I didn't have a gift for him for the holidays. So I just thought I'd write him a song.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I always like to know the background of a song.
Yeah. So that's the deal with that. And she says, now 20 years later, the song has become even more meaningful for me. I've sung it so many times and realized that really I wrote it for you. I guess that's us, Jen. Like giving your best advice to others, but it turns out to be advice I've taken on board as well. So congratulations. Happy 20th anniversary to
Natasha Beddingfield.
You're just going to keep quiet on all these stories that you don't want to contribute to. Is that what it is?
No, I don't have anything to add to it. And it's hard to, here's the thing. I think that this podcast might sound weird to you listening because when we're remote, it's hard to banter back and forth as much because I don't know if it's the delay or something. So I'll say something and Curt hasn't even heard it. And then he'll start talking and it's lost.
So if it sounds a little bush league, that's why. We're working on it though. All right, more music, another topic. How's that?
Yeah. Besides the quote, normal stuff, like family, friends, health, basic needs being met, what are you most grateful for? That was the Curt and Jen podcast question of the day that we posted on our Facebook page, which if you don't already follow us on our Facebook page, please take a quick second to just follow/like our page. That would be super helpful. You could do the same on Instagram too. We would love that. But people weighed in.
I was going to say, we appreciate that everybody says, oh, what are you most thankful for? And again, we know it's kind of a given, hopefully. Family, friends, health, the stuff that Jen just said. So we wanted to get the other than that. What are you most grateful for? This gives you a chance to say, I'm most grateful for my PlayStation 5 or whatever, So your answers were all over the place and fantastic.
Yeah. Jody said cell phone. I can carry the world and contact people in it with me. So she can carry the cell phone with her and then, she can contact people all over the world.
Wherever she is.
Which is great. That's a great one to be thankful for.
I agree. Kim said hot and cold, clean running water. at the turn of a tap indoors, which much of the world doesn't have. Oh, it's another
That's
one.
true. I mean, we take that for granted, but there's a lot of the world that does not have clean running water at the ready.
True. Marilyn says
Yeah.
she is thankful for being able to retire after 46 years of service. Thank you, Marilyn. Whatever the service
Yes.
was.
Sonia said the beauty of the Pacific Northwest. Go ahead and read Dave Bose's answer because he had a lot to say about this.
You're telling me to read it?
Yeah,
Can I pare it down at all?
go ahead. I mean, he had a lot here, so if you want to read his whole I don't know what you want to say, submission, you can go to our page. It's on there.
Right. We'll start with the first two sentences. David said, in no order: scientists, farmers, entrepreneurs, Elon Musk, Spielberg and Cameron, Universal monsters, foster parents, adoptive parents, and people who make me laugh. And there's probably another 40 things on here. So,
I mean, he had a lot of great, I mean, I do have to say, scientists and farmers, yes. Yeah, that's good stuff.
and David also likes Back to the Future 1 through 3. So, thankful for that as well.
Becky said, I'm thankful for our new home in Grand Coulee. Looking forward to having family and friends visit. Anthony, that's actually hot firefighter boyfriend Pat's oldest son, says he's thankful for a healthy baby because he and his wife Sierra just had little baby Everly.
Yeah. Excuse me. Leslie says dog snuggles. Love that. Cindy said also she's thankful for being retired. And finally, how about Bill? Our friend Bill, he wrote that I was in radio in a great era. Happy Thanksgiving, Jen and Kurt. Miss you.
Nice, Bill.
Yeah.
Debbie said, other humans that restore my faith in humanity. Amen. Because mine's like acts of kindness. I am grateful for acts of kindness.
Totally.
Compassionate, kind people. This is Debbie's continued. Compassionate, kind people. She's also thankful for her comfy bed and her jammies.
All the above.
Brent is thankful for an interesting life where he got to meet Curt, you and I, in real life and interact on a daily basis. He worked in radio with us, and that is something to be thankful for because it is, I mean, at least back then, it was a really fun industry to work in.
Yes, and we were thankful for the long career that we had there. Steve, he says that I still have my health and I get to live in beautiful Hawaii.
And Dan said, meeting my bio family and having it be a great experience.
Oh,
and then finally, Laurel, that's an awesome one, Dan. Laurel said, this is not normal stuff for us. Thanksgiving with my cousins and their 5 dogs. Curt, that's your kind of Thanksgiving.
5 dogs. I think you're going to have to watch your plate very carefully, depending on how big the dogs are.
Yeah.
Wow. You're going to be on your toes there. Thank you for contributing, and feel free still. We've got that posted. Again, it was, outside what we call the normal stuff. What are you most grateful for around Thanksgiving time? And thanks to everybody who submitted already. And how about this?
Like it, Curt. Thank you for the music interludes, if you will.
Yeah, the volumes are all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah, kind of, but that's okay. It's better than no music at all. I was amused by one of the items on the hot toys list for 2024 this year. It's the first one I'm going to mention because it's worth just headlining. It is an Amazon delivery van ride-on toy. So this is for littler kids. These toys, mostly with the exception of a couple that we're going to mention, are for the littler kids. So it's this.
So you see them boogieing around the cul-de-sac on their little tiny Jeeps, their little tiny Escalades or whatever. Now they've got an Amazon delivery van ride-on toy that they can go and deliver pretend boxes to people.
Yeah, the boxes have goods in it. I mean, it's pretty brilliant. It's great marketing.
Oh, wait, it has boxes that has stuff in it.
Well, just like it's all plastic stuff, like it's fake stuff.
Understood.
But yeah, and it's one of those, it's not one of those automated ones. It's ones where the little kids would ride on it and they scoot themselves with their feet. So it's good exercise for them too, to build strength.
I love it.
Some of the other things are friendship bracelet maker. That's probably for older, like a little bit older kids. Lego Vincent Van Gogh Starry Night, which looks so cool in Lego form.
Yeah, the classic art piece, the classic painting of Starry Night, and now you can do it out of Legos.
Okay, this is another one that I was like, I have not even heard of this. This came out, I guess, in Easter. So it was a really hot Easter basket stuffer. It's emotional support chickies. So there's this, like, they're plush animals. They're in this like little nest thing, and there's these 5 little individual birds with different expressions on them in their little nest. They come out individually, and you can hug them and talk to them or whatever it is that you want to do with them. And there's other varieties. There's the crinkle fries. There's the pumpkin spice lattes, there's strawberries, there's dumplings, pizza, flowers, and even an advent calendar of these like emotional support plushies.
So all those things are made like it's a plush pumpkin spice latte and a plush pizza.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really understand it, but it's one of the hottest toys this year.
All right.
Okay, let me give you a few more. Jelly
Please.
Blocks creative kits. Those are like building blocks. They're pretty cool, actually. And then rain showers, splash pond water table. And I will tell you, I took my girls to, I know you're like, what the heck? I
No, it's
took
fine.
I took my girls to co-op preschool and they had a sensory table, like it was a water sensory table. That's
Okay.
kind of like what this is. It's pretty cool. So that's a hot gift too. You ready for the next one, Kurt?
I am. I didn't know if you were done yet.
I'm
Sorry.
done.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, we kind of don't even need transition music for this because it's just more gift ideas.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we don't.
Prepare you for Black Friday is all.
Right.
These are, here's the thing. I was reading through some of Good Housekeeping because I always need ideas. I have a lot of people on my list that pretty much have everything. So it's like, I need some good ideas on what to get them. So we are not going to name all of them, but if you want to go to goodhousekeeping.com, I'm going to tell you this now.
Right.
They have a list of 34 unique gifts for people who have everything, and they're actually pretty good ideas.
Okay. But no, this is good because a lot of people like, you know what? I don't need anything for the holidays. I don't need anything for Christmas. I've already got everything. Don't worry about it. But how about this? Do you have a smartphone screen magnifier? Do you have rechargeable hand warmers? Do you have cloud slippers?
Do you have the She's Birdie personal safety alarm? That's pretty cool for if you have a female in your life or anyone in your life that's, has to walk in the dark or whatever. My daughter Riley has one of those.
Okay.
This is cool too. A Himalayan salt block. It's like this big tray block made of Himalayan salt. And if you have a foodie in your life, you can grill or cook your favorite foods on this block for the best possible flavor. Plus, it's really cool looking, so it can be a piece of decor. So,
Well, I've got the, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Would you have something like this?
No, I've seen the Himalayan salt lamps, right? I've got a couple of those in the house that they stick a light bulb in it. It just looks like a big block of orange. But now I guess you can actually cook with it, which is what it was supposed to be.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's microwavable slippers, shower steamers, which there's these little tablet things you can put in your shower to make it smell like a spa.
Dana has put those in there. I thought it was like a small piece of soap that had fallen down. Like, what's this? She's like, oh, just leave it.
It's
gonna
just to make
smell
your
nice.
shower smell good. Okay. I love this idea. I wrote a book about you. That's the name of the gift. I wrote a book about you, and it's this blank fill in blank book to jot down everything you love about the person you're going to give this book to. So it features illustrations and thoughtful prompts to help you spark your own thoughts. It's really good.
Perfect.
And
All
then
right.
one other one is, I'm just going to name one more, flavor of the month subscriptions. So this particular one that they had was like popcorn, but there's so many of those, Kurt, you see them all the time on social, like cocktail of the month or I don't coffee of the month or tea of the month. So you can just get some, it's a gift that keeps on giving all year long.
Perfect. And again, these are available at Good Housekeeping magazine, right?
Yep.
Or .com. All right. Love it. Love it.
Love it.
And now music isn't going.
Fun Facts Friday.
Favorite. And,
I'm gonna let you read these, Kurt. I'm the one that put these in here. I think they're great.
Right. We do, yes. And I think that these would all be considered fun facts, and some of them would be facts that teach you something or you can learn something from, right?
Yep.
All right, Jen, let me see what you got here. The average ear of corn has 800 kernels arranged in 16 rows. Had no idea it was oh, this is every corn cob is like this. Every corn cob has each cob between 750 and 1,000 potential kernels, but only 400 to 600 usually come to fruition. Okay. The Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys have won 38% of the Super Bowls in NFL history.
I have a question.
Please.
You forgot one of the most important parts of the ear one because I thought this was interesting. There will always be an even number of rows on corn. Like, how is that even a thing?
They grow in pairs.
Okay, keep going.
All right, didn't mean to skip that. How about this one for Frasier fans? Eddie the dog on Frasier made $10,000 an episode. That's kind of sad. I mean, good for Eddie the dog. His real name was Moose, and he died in 2006 after making more than $3.2 million.
That's one rich pupperama.
Yes, I wonder who the money actually went to.
His owner, I'm
I
sure.
imagine. The Wizard of Oz movie is 102 minutes long, but Margaret Hamilton, she played the Wicked Witch of the West. She's only on screen for 12 minutes of that movie.
Yeah.
I guess that sounds actually accurate too. This one I didn't know. Microsoft put Solitaire and Minesweeper in early versions of Windows strictly to teach people how to use the mouse and click.
That's pretty good.
In this game, away they go. Grocery stores sell a total of $5.5 billion worth of impulse buy items in the checkout line every single year. Are you guilty of that?
There's a strategy for them putting all those things at checkout.
Well, it used to be, it was just like either candy and magazines, but now you'll find like, oh, here's some, I don't know,
here's a flashlight and a dental floss, and here like stuff you're like, oh, I didn't know I needed this, but now I do.
Belly button lint is caused by hairs on the abdomen funneling fibers into the belly button. So the hairs in your belly button and your stomach actually funnel hairs into the belly button itself, and it cleans all that stuff.
I think belly button lint is disgusting.
There's not a lot of people that are into it, I suppose. I don't know. I say with no data whatsoever.
This one's good. This last one I really like because I did not know this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to say it?
In the 2004 episode of Sesame Street, Cookie Monster revealed that before he started eating cookies, his name was Sid.
The Cookie Monster's name is Sid.
And it should still be Sid, because Cookie Monster is kind of his nickname, right? Because he was born Sid, and then he became Cookie Monster.
Did you know that? I just thought he was a Cookie Monster.
But people used to say, hey, what was the name of the skipper on Gilligan's Island? You know that?
No.
Jonas Grumby.
Oh, that's his character, the character name on the show?
But I don't know if they ever say it. They must at some point, or maybe it was just in the script. But yeah, the skipper, they were, hey, skipper.
All right. We're running out of time on our Zoom call, Curt. We got to run through all the next stuff.
All right. A little dubstep for your morning. All right. So we've got what's happening in the Seattle area. As usual, there's a lot going on. But once we get into the holidays, that lot becomes a lot, right? So let's go sports real quick. The Huskies take on the Ducks tomorrow at 4:30 in Oregon. That's going to be a big game. My understanding is people expect that the Ducks are going to dominate, right?
No.
You're just saying that because you went to UW. I'm just saying my understanding is the odds makers are saying.
I don't believe it. We'll see.
Okay.
The Cougs are at home tonight taking on Wyoming Cowboys, or tomorrow night. I'm sorry. They're at home tomorrow night taking on
3:30 in the afternoon.
Yes.
Here we go. Hawks play the Jets in New York. Early kickoff is 10 a.m. on Sunday. Kraken take on the San Jose Sharks at 12:30 this afternoon. And what's the deal with the Sounders?
This is big. Glenn's going to be real proud of us, our loyal soccer listener. Mm-hmm. There's a big game, conference finals. It's in LA. The Sounders are playing the Galaxy, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Go Sounders.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is still the semis, I think, right?
It's the conference
finals. Okay. Stuff going on around town, the annual holiday stuff. Let's go over all these things. They probably are already open. If they haven't already opened, they open this weekend. Bellevue Downtown Ice Rink to light up lights and ice. Zoo lanterns at Woodland Park Zoo, also Enchanted T-Mobile Park, and Wild Lights at Points Defiant Zoo.
Listen, that's not even close to all the things that are happening.
Right.
There are pop-up bars that are opening. There's one at the Edgewater that I cannot wait to go to. Curt, you and I went to that one in Green Lake. It's called Tinseltown at Wooden City Tavern. Remember that?
Yeah. The whole bar was completely transformed.
Yeah. There's the Christmas Ships Festival, Snowflake Lane in Bellevue. There's the Village of Lights in Leavenworth. Like, so much going on. The Westlake tree lighting is tonight. It's the last weekend to catch Wicked, the musical at the Paramount Theater. Tacoma tree lighting is tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Today. Yeah.
Is State Park Day, so you can picnic and play at any of the 144 Washington state parks for free today, State Park Day. And how about some music? This would be one that you'd want to see. I don't think you're going, but you would, right? Cyndi Lauper is at Climate Pledge on Sunday night.
Yep.
Because I heard girls just want to have fun.
So much festiveness and fun is going on. And like I said, this isn't even there were so much. I just picked out a few highlights to talk about, but if you want to do something festive, it's probably there's something happening in your community.
There you go. And I believe that Dana and I are going to try to go see Wicked this weekend, the movie.
The movie. Nice.
Mm. Not all of us got to go to the see it before you can get it premiere like Jen.
You're going to enjoy it, Curt. All right.
All right. How about our question of the day, or I guess it should be the question of the weekend this time, if you want. We love you too. Maybe
What?
That's the weekend to share this, right?
Well, and I'm going to keep checking because I want to see if I can take advantage of some of the deals that you're taking advantage of. What's your best Black Friday deal? It could be the weekend. It's not just Black Friday, right? It's just like Black Month, Black Week. If you've gotten a great deal or get one throughout the weekend, go to our Facebook page and tell us about it. We want to know.
Well, Jen wants to know. I mean, I'm happy to know, but Jen's actually going to act on some of those. I got to get this.
I might. I totally might.
You know what? And we may as well. You never know. Yeah. So in addition to we're being bombarded with advertisements and stuff, and now we want you to share your best Black Friday deal that Jen wants.
Yeah. What do I have to have? What do I need to be buying for someone on my list?
What do I have to have? I love the way you put that there. So yes, again, and thank you so much. We want to share once again that we are super thankful for you, showing up and participating and just listening every day to the podcast. Thank you very, very much.
Are you playing the closing music? Thanks, Curt. All right. Have an awesome weekend. Continue making those memories with family and friends. Make good choices. Find joy. Spread kindness. And for goodness sake, laugh.
Laugh.